Welcome, everyone. We are so excited that you could be here. My name is Mary Starr Carter, and I am one of your wellness coaches, Rev Up coaches, and we are so excited to be here to talk about some great changes that are coming up and about resetting your health in 2025. So we are going to pull up a PowerPoint shortly and introduce our coaches, and I'll start. Well, Wendy pulls that up with Coach Corey, who couldn't be here. Unfortunately, she did lose her mom recently, and she's just taking some time to grieve and be just fully present for her dad and all of those things. And we just love Coach Corey. Coach Corey's story started on her health and weight loss journey many years ago. She, over 22 decades ago, she found herself in a place where she had more than 9 medications a day. She was in constant pain. She was a smoker at that time and just didn't think things were better. And she was introduced to Young Living essential oils, started on the track of learning about better health. She loved to grow her own plants and gardens. She has a beautiful, what she calls the ranch, where she grows most of her own food today. And she's into natural living and good gut health. And she got herself on a really good track, quit smoking. Unfortunately, she became a widow in 2013. And it was very sad for her to go through that. But because of the things that she had learned, she actually helped extend her husband's life expectancy of 3 months to over 16 months of quality health. Quality health. But as many of you know, being a caregiver is not easy. Sometimes after the effect, we really have some of the own challenges in our own health when we care for others. Um, and then she found herself being caretaker for her mother and for her elderly parents, and found herself with about 40 pounds of extra weight, which was causing a lot of back pain. She had totally destroyed a whole vertebra in her back and was told that she just had to live with it and live on painkillers again. This was just a couple years ago, and because of the transformation that we had, myself and the coaches that you'll hear about, she made the decision to have her own wellness and weight loss transformation and was able to release over 40 pounds, keep off over 35 pounds, and is just living a much healthier, happier life today. And is so passionate about helping others to feel their best with both our products and the wellness lifestyle choices that we all live and are benefited from. So that's Corey's story. My story started. I was a weight loss failure for many years. By the time I was 9 years old, I was over 100 pounds. I was always the biggest kid in my class, and I thought I just had to live this way. But I was always overweight, but I found myself actually becoming obese after my second child. And for 5 years, I said I was going to lose the weight, and I would lose a little, and then I wouldn't, and I would put it all back on until finally in 2021, I was into the obese range. And I said, I'm going to lose 50 pounds this year. And I hired a coach and got on this lifestyle wellness plan that we parts of it that we share a lot with you, and was able to release over 50 pounds. At one point, 60 pounds. I'm still finding my way of where my perfect body feels and perfect strength, all while going through menopause, by the way. So I really love hormone health. I love helping solve chronic pain issues and different things with my coaching clients. And it's been a privilege to work with so many of you in the Rev Up program. So that's my story. How about Coach Jen or Coach Wendy? You want to share your story?
Sure. So I'm Coach Jen. This has been quite a journey for me too. I guess all of us. That's one of the reasons we all came together and said, other people need this, especially those are people that we love and in Young Living that we want to see, all the difference for. And this is one of the things that is such a big deal is like whenever we take care of some of like how we eat, how we, how much water we're drinking, all the things that are part of this. it raises the wellness line. It takes care of so many issues, and then we just have these other things to deal with. And for some of us, it's going to take a long journey to find exactly where our right size body is, and how to keep those habits going. So as part of my journey, I got my highest weight that I know of was 225 pounds. And the reason I don't know it is because I stopped getting on the scale and stopped looking at the mirror and started avoiding the camera at that time. So I don't even know what size I was, how much I weighed whenever I started just avoiding it altogether. But it wasn't until I was probably down to about 206 that I started to go, okay, maybe there's some hope here. Maybe I can, try again. But what I was looking for was something that was very whole foods based. I didn't want to eliminate any major food groups. And, I wanted to be like a normal person and be able to eat healthy and lose weight that way. Nothing weird and fat and unattainable or unmaintainable. So, as part of our journey, we may be like looking for different ways of doing things and getting to where we're going. But in the process, I lost 93 pounds, and then started to explore some other avenues, took some risks, and realized what my body didn't like. And over the past year, the more that I was working, with like macro type programs and lifting and stuff, the more brilliant I realized that this plan is that we have all been doing. It just kept, I just kept coming back to it and going, that's why we have it this way. That's why this works so well. And so it'll be always my go-to to stay stay on this plan and come back to ground zero on this plan every time, because it is the best thing that I've ever done. So that's my story right now. I've seen several clients doing a lot. I don't know. Mary, do you want me to say anything about my mom right now?
Yeah, share her story.
Okay. Well, I just posted yesterday about, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, about my mom. Her top weight was 415 pounds. So she's been on a journey for a while. But once she got into this container plan and some of our coaching and everything, she started to lose weight, and in a way that she had never before. Feels so much stronger, and her mind cleared, like the brain fog went away. And just a couple of weeks ago, she was declared no longer diabetic. And I'm just like 24 years, she was diabetic and on diabetes medication. Now she has no more medications. She is no longer diabetic. She just weighed in at 177 pounds, and she's still going. She wants to hit her goal weight by her birthday in May.
Woo! So proud. That's awesome.
Yes.
Coach Wendy.
Hey, hello. Manage all these things. That's awesome, Jennifer. Thanks for sharing that about your mom. I've been honored to see her journey from beginning to end over all these years. And it's been amazing, amazing to see what this, like you said, this plan that we have found, this process we have found, the plugging into the accountability, the plugging into, support through the process, paired with the correct type of balanced food plan and getting our movement in, all the fun things that we do here in Rev Up, makes a huge difference. I know for me, that was key for me. I had spent so many years overweight, trying different things, not sure, like I would be able to lose weight for a little while, but then it would end up coming back. I didn't have the support. Honestly, I wasn't willing to commit or invest in support either for so many years because I didn't understand the importance of it and how it could make a change, like make a huge difference in my life. So for me, when I was brought to understand a little bit more about how important accountability is in life in general, but then also was able to have the opportunity to plug into this type of plan that we're sharing with you here and to plug into accountability and support, it made all the difference for me in my life. Because I at my heaviest, I kind of was like Jen. The last recorded that I could find was around like 208 pounds at my heaviest, and may have been more at some point. I'm not quite sure because I was not tracking all the time. And so in this process, as I started my journey following this plan that we share with you all, it I lost over 70 pounds. I'm still working to fine tune my body and get to all the way to where I would really love to be for the long term. And it has been an amazing process, and I have been able to lose and maintain and, continue my journey, see the changes, the benefits that come with eating a balanced diet, getting water in every day, getting in regular movement every day. That was something I wasn't doing when I would try to lose weight before. And let me just tell you, your body looks totally different when you are doing working out of some type, like beyond walking, because that's all I used to do was I would walk. But moving your whole body in the process of watching what you eat makes a huge difference, like huge, huge difference. And I know all of us over the several years that we've been doing this have seen the significance of how our body looks and the shape and how it changes over time with staying committed to getting in regular movement. So, anyways, all of those things have brought me to where I am today and having the amazing opportunity to share with so many others how to walk through this process here in our Rev Up as a coach and outside of that with some of our longer term programs. So, thank you all for being here today and for plugging in, and for those that are here and have gone through this journey with us and are applying what we're teaching. So proud of all of you. You've done an amazing job so far. So that is me for right now.
Awesome. That's awesome. I love Coach Wendy, and Coach Wendy is really our just so consistent and on point, and probably just really is one of the main creators of the Rev Up program. When this all started several years ago, I started a program called Jumpstart. There is another program called Jumpstart out there as well. But at the same time, these ladies were developing their own weight loss programs before we all even had our full transformation ourselves. And actually, my Jumpstart started right after my 50 pounds, helping people. And I was like, wow, what if? What if? And I don't know what the next slide looks like, Wendy, but what if we actually created something that dialed in what we went through, because all four of us had a very similar transformation program with the similar eating program. But what if we dialed into an anti-inflammatory program? What if we dialed in using our secret weapon, which you'll hear about, that Young Living offers? Because we have so much knowledge through Young Living essential oils, through Gary Young's mentorship through these years. And we just knew that we could rev up what we went through and really help people, release inflammation and lose weight at the same time. So here's just a review. We started this, we went live March of 2022. Am I correct, ladies? 23. March of 2023, we went live. And to date, we lost 2,342 pounds. And take a listen to our guests there. Do we have a link there, Wendy, or?
Yeah, let me see. It should play. Oh, let me make sure. I got to make sure the sound sharing is on real quick here. And we have a little video to play. It should play.
Awesome. How much weight have you released? 23. 23. I'm Mary, and I have released 54 total.
I'm Amy, and I've lost 5.
I'm a Deb, I'm Amy, and I've lost 5, but a lot of hip pain as well.
I'm Amy, I've lost 7
Teresa, I lost 20 pounds and chronically. Woo! I'm Karan, I lost 55 pounds and I'm sleeping better. Woo! Hey!
I'm Gwen and I lost 57 pounds.
Woo! I'm Jackie, I've lost 15 pounds. Woo!
I'm Dawn and I lost 10.
Woo!
I'm Cricket and I've lost 81 and I am normal weight.
Yay!
I'm Charlie and I lost 89 pounds and I've gained my lunch back.
Wow. That's just, I know, Rebecca, you're in here. You weren't in that video. Please share in the chat too how much you've lost. But the Rev Up program is just such a phenomenal program. And I was talking last night with Holly Cope, who's been in our Rev Up program for some time. And I want Holly, if we can, just get her on the camera. Wendy, I know it's a little surprise here, but just share how powerful the Rev Up is. You've been doing it for a while, but share with us what you recently experienced.
So, hi, thank you, Mary. Yeah, I've been on it since day one. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. Do you want me to? I've written some notes since last night, since we went through
Yeah.
that, to really give a bit bigger picture what I went through. Go
Yeah.
there. So, just background, I'm a Cajun, 100%, and I love our food. So this was very difficult for me. I had never dieted in my life. I was overwhelmed with the thought of measuring and calculating and all the things that I thought came with dieting. So I just didn't go there. Not that I was hugely morbidly obese, but I was under the mindset that you get older and you just get plumper. And, after you have babies, that's life. This program has taught me so much difference. The marketing and packaging of our world has you believe it's just so many confusing things of what's good and what's not good. As I approached 60, I knew that I had to make the changes for myself, and my body was not keeping up with the lifestyle that I wanted anymore. So I joined the program. I learned the steps to making the better choices and choosing healthier foods. They provided meal plans. They provided all these options that supported my energy and body function. And that was key for me. So a year later, I'm forever grateful for these coaches and Coach Corey that's not here, that the lifestyle is so enjoyable. It's not mind-boggling, and it's easier than one would think. So the community that we have is a tremendous help to learn the lifestyle changes, to improve your food choices, to get recipes from everybody about what is really healthy and how easy it is to prepare. And mainly the mindset to overcome those obstacles that get in our way and keep us stuck into an unhealthy position. So I learned, like Dr. Mary said, inflammation is what leads to all the obstacles and all the problems that we have with our body function. It's one of the main reasons we stay stuck. So they teach us all the foods that are non-inflammatory that allow us to shed those pounds so easily. This one Rev Up I was on, from Monday to Friday, I lost 6 pounds. I felt fantastic. Then my child came to town and I went on an excursion to New Orleans for a week and blew it. I mean, I had all the things because I hadn't been there in so long. And I put on like 3 or 4 pounds inside of that week. But when I got home and I jumped back into the plan, within 3 days, I lost 4 pounds because I knew now what I could go to say, I'd misbehaved, but I'm back on track and I can do this. And it's so much easier coming back around versus looking at yourself as failing and you did awful. No, you just get back on track and you go with it. And hydration, Coach Corey, I pray for you and your mother, Coach. But she taught us hydration. And when you hydrate properly, you're not running to the bathroom every 5 minutes. But most importantly, hydration is number one for our brain and for our body, the flexibility in our body. So you have to hydrate. If you don't, you need to learn how. And this program teaches us all of that. Now, again, I've shed probably double what I said in that video. I think at July at convention, it was 21 pounds, and now it's like probably over 40. Now, I've put a lot of that back on, but again, as soon as I get back on track, I bring it back off, and I'm still 23 pounds lower than I was when I started this program, and it's not hard for me anymore. So the best part is that it's all 100% natural, it's safe, it's effective, and the only major side effect is you're going to be healthier and you're going to be happier. So I do hope each of you make the choice to change your lifestyle and make that change soon and begin your health journey naturally rather than synthetically addicted to something that's going to harm you later. That's it. God bless.
Awesome.
Life changing for the positive.
Oh, so awesome. So awesome. All right. Well, stay on. We might want to highlight you again in a second too. Let's look at that next slide too, Wendy, that we have, because I think, this is what we accomplish, but we accomplish so much more as a community, the Rev Up community. We did something that Coach Jen and Coach Wendy have been a part of, and this is partially our relationship. Why don't you share about this, Coach Wendy or Coach Jen?
Wendy, you can go ahead.
Either way is fine. Okay, thank you, Mary. So what you see here on our slide is sorry, I'm trying to find this. Okay. Uh, so as we're reviewing the past year and really, the amazing results we've seen with RevUp have come physically, have come mentally, have come with all the mindset changes we've had. And the other thing is that um, the RevUp family had partnered with Ugandan Orphan Child Care Ministries, which I am the financial director for Ugandan Orphan Child Care Ministries, and Jennifer is the executive director of UOCC, and Mary has been an amazing supporter of all that we've been doing, Coach Mary, for many years, and so had the idea of like focusing this year on one of our big projects, which is our Empower Generation Campus project. And so we had a fundraiser page. This is what you see here, the campaign, a goal of $10,000 for the year. And what we have reflected on that page is just over like 4,500. But I know there's actually been more from some of our amazing Rev Up supporters here who have donated through some of our other campaigns, still towards this project and some other needs as it's come up through the year. So we are blessed beyond mention and so appreciative of all the support that has come from this amazing Rev Up family for our orphans in Uganda. We are seeing lives changed and transformed, and this is not only affecting them now, it's going to affect generations to come. And so I just want to thank you. I know our hearts have just been overwhelmed with the support that we've had here in our with our Rev Up family. And just as one last little note, you can see we haven't reached our full goal yet with the Rev Up group. So if you want to contribute to that, let us know. We are nearing the completion of the second floor of the Empower Generation Campus project. And we would really love actually to get it wrapped up by next week. We just get to have the funds come in. So if you'd like to be a part of seeing that come to fruition so our girls can move into the building, our older girls, we would love to have you be a part of that. If you have questions about it, just message us directly and we'd be happy to chat with you about that. So thank you, Mary, for the opportunity to share again about our amazing work that we're doing in Uganda. And I'm traveling there in January. So you'll get to see, I'll get to update everybody actually, and I'll update in the group too of, what you have been an amazing part of this year.
Yes, absolutely. We want to follow you. I know my time there in 2019 was just life-changing. And so you really can get a sense of that when you follow Wendy or Jen or whomever's on the service trip with them. And the greatest thing too is Rev Up. And I think you have some coaching clients that you've worked with in your 6-month programs and stuff like that who've gone from, barely being able to get up off the couch to being able to have more freer movement. And that's what Rev Up does too. It gives us our life back. It gives us mobility back. It gives us all of those things. So it's so amazing. What's the next slide there? Okay, so we like to have fun. So we serve others in Rev Up. We change our lives in Rev Up, but we like to have fun and give away prizes too. So our Rev Up winners this month we do a check-in accountability. You heard some people post in the chat about how important accountability is, how much we need it. You heard Coach Wen say that. But Becky Hutton, I love Becky's story because Becky actually doesn't need to lose weight. She needs to maintain or gain weight. And so she did the Rev Up program too, and just really is finding her groove in that, has done it month after month with us. And then Jackie Cook, I was with Jackie. I was joking with her last night because she traveled to Florida. We had a full retreat. I mean, she was out of her element and still was able to, I believe she maintained or lost like 1 or 2 pounds on the Rev Up. So congratulations to you. Both of you will get a $35 Young Living credit in your account. Awesome. Awesome job. And Jen says we have a few people that participated. Let's see. Okay. I can't see that. All right, next. So, we loved Rev Up, and we still believe in the program. And as you heard, we know the program works so well. Coach Jen said that so well, but we knew something was missing on both ends. There was something missing for people to grasp the concept of Rev Up, and we'll talk about that in a second. And there was something missing on the other end because, as you heard, some people like myself had 50 pounds to lose, 100, 200 pounds to lose, and how important it is to not just have 10 days of accountability, which the Rev Up program was designed to be, a 10-day, 3 days of prep, 10 days, and then we added, Coach Wendy added something after the Rev Up, which is called Rev Up. What do you call that, Wendy? Your program or your little
It's between the rev ups. So it's kind of
between
like
Rev
what
Up.
can you do between? Yeah.
Yeah. So we created that this past year. Coach Wendy did that. So that's still available for all of you. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And then we also realized very early on, our coaches decided to do programs where they did 6 months and greater. So all of the coaches, we all have our, what I like to call unique ability. And we coach on the side of Rev Up in different ways. My unique ability is, hormones and chronic pain clients and just those hard, tough puzzles. I like to work with that. And I have a 60-day program. We'll hear a little bit about that later. Coach Corey, she loves the aroma freedom technique and the emotions and things. Coach Jen and Coach Wendy, both, health coach as well. But they have programs where they work with clients longer. And I think Coach Wendy, you say like a daily accountability group, a daily check-in, and she has a great program. We'll hear about that. So we knew clients needed a long-term, but on the other end, it was really hard for someone to come in who was drinking soda every day or going to Starbucks every day. Like they couldn't conceptualize unprocessed foods yet, the lifestyle yet. It was almost too much of a jump. And we did find that it took people about 3 months in Rev Up to really like get the groove, right? To really it took me several months of this kind of eating several times through to grasp it. So we wanted an easy button for your first step. In Young Living, about a year ago or so, came up with a program called Reset. Reset helps you learn the foundations of real food, drinking water, getting that 30 minutes of movement in every day. And of course, it uses our same secret weapon, which is Ninja Red. Woohoo! I remember when I first started drinking Ninja Red, it was about 9 months into that I used to wear how many years ago, over 15 years ago, I used to wear glasses all the time. They weren't readers like this. They were for farsighted and nearsighted in one eye. And 9 months later, I was like, what? What happened? And that's that core nutrition in your body. When you fuel your body with really good nutrition, you're going to see things like your hair, your skin, your nails. We all have so many stories about Ninja Red. And if you have a story you want to share about Ninja Red, we'd love to hear it. But this truly is the secret weapon to both Rev Up and the Reset program. We both use it, and we both use it in a way where it super saturates the body. Because wouldn't you coaches agree? Charlie says Ninja Red saved my life. How cool is that? Um, it's like it's such a powerful, powerful tool. So I'll let you coaches decide, do we want to share a few stories about Ninja Red and what the difference between just drinking your maintenance, maybe 2 or 4 ounces of Ninja Red versus super saturated? Or Rebecca, I know you're on here. If you want to share your husband's story when he super saturated his body with Ninja Red.
Hey, Rebecca, why don't you share? I'll add you on here.
Okay, I can't see anybody, but anyway, there we go. Um, let's see, my husband can't even see anybody. My husband had a spinal cord stimulator implanted a year ago, and he was not getting the relief that we had hoped for. And I was in the midst of the weight loss program with Wendy, and I got him started on the anti-inflammatory. We had tried literally everything else. And after even about a week of maybe started him at about 6 ounces, 8 to 10 ounces, he had significant relief and movement. He wasn't using the stimulator anymore, and he still hasn't used it. So now we're talking about getting it removed. It's not perfect. He is also in holistic chiropractic care as well right now, as I am too. But it's just changed our life significantly.
So awesome. That's so awesome. Wow. Thank you, Rebecca, so much for sharing as well. So our secret weapon, it's something that so many of us use. It's in our program, but let's go back to why reset as well. And if we could pull up the next slide as well. So the reset program, again, people find it's such a stepping stone. Oh, actually, let me just speak here a little bit. Now, you just heard that Rebecca's husband does the best. Can we go back to that slide? So, does the best on 8 to 10 ounces. Now, friends, drinking just, what is it, an ounce of Ninja Red's like eating 8 oranges, 2 cups of blueberries. It's super saturated in terms of the antioxidants, and it's whole foods, the goji berry, it's pomegranate. It's not easy to come across at a grocery store to find that. You would have to spend easily just at what you get in a couple ounces of Ninja Red. You would easily have to spend about $35 in groceries, probably now about 40, 45 in terms of to get the equivalents in terms of antioxidants and all of those things too. But so our product, that kit that you see there, how much is that whole starter kit? I know it's a reduced price. Can someone remind me? I always get it wrong.
It's $145 for this one.
Yep. So $145, you get the 2 bottles of Ninja Red, you get the ounces. So it's 2 ounce packs, 32 ounce packs. And then you get our Ninja Nitro, which is our energy thyroid support. It's just a really B vitamins. It's a great extra. So 145 plus tax and shipping. So if you think about Rebecca, if her husband's on 8 to 10 ounces, 10 ounces a day, that's like 300 ounces. Right here, you're looking at of 110. He's going to need a couple of those, a month. So what's wonderful about our Young Living is Young Living gives you the opportunity to actually get your products for free. And one of the best ways to do that is when you have your own story. And real quick, Holly, share what happened to your cousin Leanne when she started sharing, when she got good results with the Rev Up program. she started making changes, and what happened?
Yes, her story is amazing. She started our Rev Up and she did not eat any vegetables and she drank only Diet Coke 24/7, 365. By the end of the 10 days, the second month, she was eating 5 vegetables, hiding them in her smoothies because Rev Up taught her how to do that. And off of soda, immediately off of soda, which now paid for her Ningxia Red. She was amazed at how much money she was spending on soda alone. And giving that up paid for her Ningxia Red. And she had 13 friends that by the second month were amazed at her transformation from changing her lifestyle, losing the weight, and her plantar fasciitis was gone. 13 of her friends signed up. And her very first paycheck from doing that was like I think just shy of $1,000.
Wow.
$1,000 just for doing what she wanted to do to improve her lifestyle. And in turn, it was so incredible. Her friends noticed immediately and all wanted some of that Kool-Aid. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
the Ninja Red Kool-Aid too. And
Yes.
here's the thing too, a lot of people want to start with you, and some will, some won't. That's okay. Some will start, they'll just want to drink the Ninja Red. Don't want to do anything else. But some want to learn a bit more, and that's where we would put them in the reset program. And the next slide is going to show you like all these wonderful resources that the reset program has for people to start. And one of the things I love that they have, Wendy, is this like checkoff guide where you look at how did I start before I, was drinking. Oh, these are some of the upcoming dates because some of you like to do things together. You can start a reset or drinking Ninja Red anytime. Let me get that clear. You can start tomorrow. You can start January 1st. You can start anytime, but these are the group ones. These are where everybody does it together. It's super fun. You're going to have the community. And you can start your own little groups, but this is those dates when those next reset are coming up. Okay, next. So these are some of the resources too that is in that guide. I don't know if we want to breeze through it, Wendy, but I'll let you make that decision. But it's just, there's so many great resources, little checkoff sheets. And it teaches them, right, Wendy, how to like what whole foods, what are processed foods, some of the basics that we didn't have the time to teach all that in the Rev Up program. So through the resource guide, that can really help walk you through, what the challenge is. It's got some great things. It talks about Ninja Red, tells you exactly how much to drink, when to drink. It's got meal plan recipes in it, all of this cool stuff. Tells you about protein, talks about, just again, some key things that we really didn't have necessarily in our another program. But if you're a very simple, here's what I like: top foods to avoid, right? Top two foods to avoid. So the reason why we're choosing to make reset like almost a first step for people to walk through is because they have to learn this component before we give them the meal plan and Rev Up. They have to understand, oh, that's why. That's why. And so it's a broader net. It's maybe a little bit easier. We hope it'll be a little bit easier. And then those who are really serious, they can go an easy checkoff list. Did you drink? Did you exercise? Did you eat according to your meal plan? Super, super easy. People can print this off and have it. Hourly tracker. Oh, I don't have time to exercise. Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. We all have time to move our bodies, even if it's in 15-minute increments, right? All of those things too. So drink your water. So when you purchase your Ninja Red, so to be a part of this reset group and to get all of these great resources, you do need to purchase your Ninja Red. Okay. Whether you purchase the reset kit for $129, or they recommend too getting the Ninja Red loyalty rewards. So this program, if you're already a Young Living member, you can do either one of these, but the loyalty rewards is a great place to start because then when you go through your 2 weeks, reset is through 14 days. when you go through that, you'll have some Ninja Red left over because nobody likes to be without their Ninja Red, especially when you go through these programs as well. So that's a little bit of the resources that this has. And again, if Rebecca, who's lost over 50 pounds, she wants to share just a piece of this, like maybe she's working with a client or helping someone, she might want to use the checkoff list. And if someone just wants to drink Ninja Red, you can see how do they feel before, how do they feel after. So all of those are available to you if you are purchasing your Ninja Red. All right, so let's go to the next slide. Okay, so that's step one, right? Getting people drinking Ninja Red and getting them a concept in the reset group to see if they, understand whole foods, understand about processed foods, get the concept of water, get the concept of movement. But some people need the next level of rev up. So we, as a group, decided that we are not going to be doing the monthly rev ups. We may down the road decide to do another group, maybe twice a year, possibly quarterly. We're still looking at that. We're going to see how things go but the Facebook group that we currently have, and Wendy, I'll let you explain a little bit more. It's not going away, but it won't run a January rev up as is, right? But you can purchase the rev up if you're not already in the group and you want the resources, you can actually purchase that online with the coach or someone who referred you to this. Wendy, do you want to say anything else about that? About what's available to them in the Facebook group?
Yeah, so for those that are already in the Rev Up group, all of the posts from the December Rev Up are in the guides, and we're going to leave them there. So we won't be removing them. And that way, if anybody who's already in the group, whether you did it in December or you just want, and maybe you took a couple months off and you're ready to start again in January, you can still run through the step by step, right? So go to the guides and go through the prep days, go through day 1, day 2, day 3. You can even comment on them. It's fine. It might encourage others to hop in there with you. So those resources, our videos that we shared in December are all there. And so it's still there. So you can walk through that. And then, so we may check in off and on through the process. And if we see people commenting and those types of things. So that will be there. We won't be removing that or taking that down. So those resources will still be there for you also.
Yeah. And a lot of you have a lot of guests in there. Some of you love the rev up. You don't need to go backwards in the reset. You may choose to want to go there and use, your rev up eating plan or something. But in the rev up, if you have clients in there or you rev up rock stars who want to go through there, you're welcome to tell people to do that. Search day 1, search day 2, and they can walk through that again at any time, or you can start with a group as well. But we realize that we have all these resources through the months that we work together and some really, really good videos of, how to start the eating plan and all of those things. So we've created the Rev Up Online, which is something that you can purchase. I charge for mine is $74. I think the coaches, they may charge similar or have a discount for people in their own team, or, some may even give it away for free. I'm not sure, but the Rev Up Online contains a whole vault of videos. It has classes. I know Coach Jen has been working really, really hard on that to get that up and running. Coach Jen, do you want to say anything about that?
Yeah, I've worked with, we have, I think all 3 of us have websites that are through Get Oiling. And so, it allows us to have a vault and campaigns and classes and all this stuff that's all in just like one space. So you can, once you purchase it through one of the websites, then it should automatically trigger a campaign that goes to you or your customer that they'll get like every day. So it'll tell them exactly what to do in their email. And then they'll have access to the vault, depending on how I think each of the coaches may make some adjustments on their own, but they should have access to all of those in their vault too, where it goes step by step all the way through it. And there's also some places that are still social within the vault where they can comment and let you know what their go and post their accountability. Like, here's my check-in for today. This is one place that I go, and there's links that get you there so that you can go and find that. So they still see other people responding in there. So I'm really excited about the way that it's laid out, because people can get in and just do it anytime. So yeah, it's something we've been working on for a while.
And that's really what people wanted, is people who weren't on Facebook, didn't want the distraction of Facebook. They wanted that online, but still keeping the community. I'm excited too, because we can go through it again anytime as well. Awesome. Go to the next slide. So Coach Jen, Coach Wendy, help us like try to explain the difference between reset. I would say reset is that beginning, like to reset the beginning of setting your health, where rev up is the next level. What would you guys say?
Yeah, definitely. So with the reset, it really builds a foundation of just kind of giving you a hint of how good you could feel. you know, so it takes care of so much, because you're mainly focused on your the Ningxia Red, and we all have Ningxia Red stories. If you don't have a Ningxia Red story, you need to have one because you will have one as soon as you try this. So it just makes such a difference with people, in no matter what it is that they're dealing with health wise. They will get the energy, they will get like these results that you're hearing from these other people about, being able to like get their lives back, and just do things that they didn't think that they could do, because there was a missing ingredient, and it's nutrients that our bodies need in order to start making corrections that are that we didn't have in our bodies yet. So that reset is a very, very good foundation. It's a place where for all these years a lot of our people started there. And so then after we get on that, because I was on Ningxia Red since 2012, but I still knew that there were some missing pieces, and I knew that it had to do with my habits, the food that I ate, the amount of water that I drank. I used to be able, not be able to even drink half of my body weight in ounces of water, and I didn't know why. So there's that, and we knew we needed exercise. So all these things, all these pieces that most people already know, if you ask them like, well, what can you do? What do you want to do to lose weight? They'll usually say, well, I need to clean up the food that I'm eating. I need to start moving. They know these things, but putting it all together and understanding that there's a mindset component tied to it is like next level. So this is where you start to make all this difference starts to happen. So then for people like we've talked about that are, 30, 40 pounds or more and need a higher level, even a higher level of accountability, that's where you can refer them to maybe a 6-month coaching to really help them to dig in on the daily. So, but between the reset and the rev up foundation, and then this big step up to get those habits down in the mind and physical. Yeah.
And I just have to say too, because I've monitored a lot of people who've gone through reset, and I look at their numbers versus ours. We do help people lose a lot more weight. Our program is superior in terms of weight loss, in my opinion. So that, I think that's the biggest difference. I think our clients, though, who are on here would probably say the mindset work, the accountability, and the community are just key, are really, really key of what that and we can keep going to the next slides too, but I think as you learn, about kind of the stair step, the macros and the portions, I think this is a key thing. The anti-inflammatory eating guide is huge. And the next. Yep, the mindset coaching. What's next? So again, the Rev Up will be available anytime, anywhere. You can go through it. And then Coach Wendy, talk about the extra accountability that you offer. you and Coach Jen?
Actually, yours is up first, Mary.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
gonna put your
Okay.
slide up first, and then you can share, and then I'll share.
Okay. Okay. So I offer a couple of things when you're just trying to kind of fine tune your health. We have the Zyto remote wellness scans, and then I do an assessment that can kind of, okay, what's going on here? What might be out of balance? Those are reasonably priced, and that you get a recording with that. But the 60-day health coaching, this is really where we can put some of your health puzzle together and dial in some things too for you as well. That's what I offer at starhealth.com/store. Who's next?
Okay, so sorry, this doesn't want to change today. So Wendy Clayton, one of your coaches here, and so one of the things that Mary mentioned, which I don't have a slide in here for that is available, but I can get anybody a link for that, is our Between the Rev Up guide. It's basically a guide with some recipes. Right now, there's a Facebook group that has some extra resources. I'm going to have it in the new year, just kind of moving into a static page where you'll get the access to the files and some information. But the other thing that I do is a 6-month program. My next round will be opening. Applications are open. Get on the waiting list now. Applications will officially open in January, and we will start in February. So this is the time to be thinking about it, planning about what you want to do as you come into the new year, and grab some friends to come and join you. This is a great time to kick off the year, get past the holidays a bit, get settled back into your routines, and then hop in and join us for 6 months of group coaching. We have weekly Zoom calls, you have daily check-in, accountability, lots of guidance, lots of support, and you get to build your own little community together with those that are going through this process. And so that is an option, and that will be coming up. So you can use this. If you have questions, just let me know, and I'll be happy to get back to you and share about that.
Have a couple of your clients share if who's willing to come on camera.
Okay, I know I have like 4 of them on here. So who would like to share? Anybody want to share? You got Rebecca, Anne-Marie. You haven't shared today. You want to share today? I'll put you on here. Oh, you're muted. Let me see.
Unmute.
There you go.
Work? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. My unmute button got lost. So yeah, I've gone through well, I'm in my second 6-month coaching with Wendy right now. And I also did a little 12-week one in between the two. So I joined Rev Up online, I think it was 3 months after you guys started it. It was June of 23. And I've lost 52 pounds. I gained back a few. I'm up, I think I'm up 7 pounds from what I lost overall. And I've been in a stall for going on a year now, but I just love the lifestyle, and this type of coaching with the accountability and the support that Wendy offers and the other ladies that participate is so helpful. I would not have been able to lose that much or maintain that loss without her help and without the daily accountability. So it really motivates me and, just keeps me in check. And I know I have confidence that my next 50 pounds that I still need to lose will come off. I just need to, I think my body's just kind of taking its time and kind of doing a reset. And I need to just stay buckled down and keep going forward. But I love this program, and I hope I'm glad you're continuing with it. So that will still be available. So I think the mindset and just the support is, maybe some people can do it on their own, but I'm not one of them. And so I will always look for that and always be grateful to have that help and all of your wisdom, all of you coaches, everything that you've shared. So Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anne-Marie. I appreciate that. That is awesome. And Charlie, are you able to come on camera? Because I would love for you to share, because you have such great testimonies just from the Ninja Red, the Rev Up, and also being a part of our longer term program. Let me.
We like to
Hi.
catch people off guard, don't we?
Yeah.
I don't know where. Hold on, my camera's not on. Oh, there it
Yeah.
is. Wait.
There we go. Now I can spotlight you.
I don't know what all you want me to share, but I have a lot of uncurable spinal issues, and I was immobile, couldn't hardly even walk to go to the bathroom. My son moved in to take care of me, and with my husband's on the truck a lot. Um, and I haven't used my wheelchair since convention. I use a cane, but I'm starting to not have to use that often as well. Um, the pain though, I'm opioid resistant, so the only help I had was a spinal cord stimulator, which like I can't remember her name. Sorry, said her husband. It's not the greatest thing, but it was something. And I started the Ninja Red, and it changed my life. I started it because I saw my sister's results and wanted to lose weight. And being so immobile, I had lost all hope of being able to lose weight because I couldn't exercise. Because I mean, even lifting my arms hurt. So, um, that's what I started it. I actually ran out, like Jen was saying in the chat, because I didn't get enough to do the program and maintain. Um, and that's when I realized that how much it was helping with my pain. I hope I can say that on video, but every day my pain got worse and worse. For the 9 days I had to wait for my shipment, and that was when I knew I could never go without it again, because it's literally the only thing that's helped me with pain consistently. Um, I don't know what else to say. The program, the total transformation. I love Rev Up. I'm kind of sad it's going away, kind of, but the total transformation has been a really game changer for me, because, and this is I'm in my second 6 month, but the mindset, that's the biggest thing. And then the daily accountability and support from the other ladies in the group and the coaches. But I don't know, I can't say enough good things about it, and I have absolutely nothing bad to say about it. So I'm grateful, and I'll never be able to thank you guys enough.
Thank you, Charlie. And I know you shared earlier in the chat that you've lost 108 pounds at this point through this
Right.
process. It's so awesome. So awesome. The changes we have seen in you has been super amazing. And I'm so excited for what is left to come for you as you move forward.
Me
Thank
too.
you so much for sharing.
Wow. Wow. I had a friend here who's just starting her journey. So Charlie and all of you who shared is just so incredible. Oh, goodness. Oh. So right now you're probably thinking, um, you're probably sorry, I'm emotional. I said this, I don't know if you heard it, but I had a friend here who was watching, who's just starting her journey, and all of you sharing was really special. So some of you who are watching this video who aren't on this journey already, where would you start? The best thing obviously is get some Ninja Red, like right away, you know, get some Ninja Red. Get back to the person who invited you, get some Ninja Red. Your purchase of Ninja Red will get you into the reset program for free. You'll get all those resources, all the trainings, everything that they have for free. And there's so many good resources in there. Whether you like all the science or you just want the step by step or you want to hear the testimonials, it's just so, so good. You'll get that for free. So that's the best, that's the good option. The better option is to do the rev up, do it with a friend, get into the accountability group, get some health coaching. That is really a better option. Those of you who are already in the Facebook group, continue, like set yourself a date and like, that's what I'm going to do, or do it with some friends. It's such a good thing to do. If you need to get some health coaching, and then get into some accountability groups. And then next is the best option. If you're not already, consider becoming a Young Living brand partner and host a party and share some of the stories you heard, or ask us to share. We can get you testimonies and a very simple script that you can read of. We got videos that you can share that'll encourage people about Ninja Red, getting Ninja Red, and then start them on their first step to the reset. And if you have done Rev Up, you want to share about Rev Up, you can do that too. But getting the word out to share with others, because this journey is so much funner with others. You hold you accountable to do it with others. It's simple, it's easy, it's so fun to be together to do this. So that's really the best option, is you start on your Ninja Red and your weight loss journey and bring others along with you. And as you heard, it'll bless you to help others, even financially, to get your products paid for free. Awesome. So thank you so much for coming. We wanted you to get back to the person who invited you, let them know, what did you like best about what you saw yourself, and where you see yourself getting started. What did you like best about what you heard, and where you see yourself getting started on your wellness journey? We will stay on for Q&A, but I drink a lot of water, so I do need a bathroom break. All right.